The lighthouse keeper and the ghost of the lost mariner. Every midnight, the foghorn wails, summoning a ghost who only one person can see, and whose secret will light the way home. On a windswept cliff, the old lighthouse stands sentinel against an endless ocean. Its paint peels under salt-laden winds. Its light still sweeps the waves every night. Marina Clark, the new keeper, arrives at dusk, her first shift alone since the old keeper vanished 6 months ago. She unlocks the heavy door, steps inside, and the metal stairs groan under her boots. The beam above glows dimly. Moonlight filters through the lantern room's glass panes, casting fractured patterns on the floor. Marina runs a hand along the brass banister. The air smells of brine and old oil. She checks the log. Last entry. All is well. Then a footnote in shaky script. He's back. At precisely midnight, as Marina winds the clockwork mechanism, the foghorn, a low, mournful note, cuts through the silence. The light sweeps the churning sea. Marina hears steps above her, slow and deliberate. She climbs to the lantern room. There, beyond the glass, stands a figure in a soaked naval coat, face hidden beneath a hood. No staff, no lamp, just a silhouette against the foam. Her heart hammers. She calls out, voice steady. "Who's there?" The figure raises a pale hand and points seaward. Then, with a gust of wind, vanishes, leaving behind only a single, dripping sea-salted glove on the floor. Marina retreats, heart racing, and flicks on the lantern's gaslight. On the keeper's desk, she finds a leather-bound journal she hasn't seen before. Inside, entries from the vanished keeper. Thomas Gray describe a lost mariner who appears each foggy night, guiding ships onto the rocks. Thomas writes of hearing a voice begging for help, of phantom footsteps on the spiral stair, of scratches on the light's brass casing as though someone reached inside. And, in his final entry, a warning. He seeks redemption, and I fear I am next. Marina closes the journal, fingers trembling. The foghorn moans again, nearer this time. She ascends once more. The lantern room is empty, until the light beam catches him. The lost mariner stands on the balcony, water dripping from his coat, eyes fixed on the distant horizon. Marina steps forward. "What do you want?" He stares, then his lips move, though no sound emerges. She realizes he's speaking, but only she can hear. "Save him. Free me." A flash of memory. Thomas Gray's last entry mentions a young sailor named Elias, lost in a shipwreck beneath this cliff. The mariner's guilt kept him bound to this place, reliving that night forever. Back in the keep's dusty archive room, Marina flips through nautical charts and old newspapers. She finds the 1894 notice. The schooner Elysium foundered here in a sudden squall. Only one body washed ashore, the captain's nephew, Elias Hart. No grave was ever marked. Rain pelts the windows. Thunder rumbles like a distant ship. Marina makes a decision. She will give this soul a proper burial, and so release the lost mariner. The tide is low at 2 a.m. Marina wraps herself in oilskins and climbs down the jagged rocks toward the old wreck site. The fog is thick, lantern flickering in her hand. She reaches a half-buried beam she recognizes from the Elysium's keel. She kneels and starts digging with a small spade. Water seeps in, waves whispering. Her hands are numb, but she uncovers bone-white fragments. A cuff link engraved with EH and a rusted pocket watch stopped at midnight. She places them in her satchel and whispers a prayer for the lost boy. Climbing back, she nearly slips when the ghost appears on the cliff's edge. He stands silhouetted against the lantern's glow, face fully revealed, sorrowful eyes, sea-bleached hair, and uniform buttoned askew. Marina offers the cuff link and watch. "I found him. He deserves peace." The mariner reaches out. As their fingers brush, the wind stills. The foghorn falls silent. His voice, soft and grateful, echoes not in her ears but in her soul. "Thank you." He steps backward, the lantern's light refracting through him like shattered glass, until he fades into a gentle swirl of mist. Back inside, Marina places the relics in an old cedar box. At dawn, she carries them to the rocky beach below. She digs a small grave and buries them with a cross of driftwood. The first rays of sun break through the clouds, scattering gold across the waves. She watches in silence as seagulls wheel above. The ocean breeze feels lighter, less mournful. The foghorn is quiet for now. Sometimes the hardest souls to save are the ones no one can see. But when you shine your light on forgotten pain, even a single act of compassion can guide wandering spirits home.